Did you know that you can stream the best of HBO shows and more with the new Astro? Better than before, no rain interruptions, no repeats, just stream anytime and on demand via the Astro Ultra Box. It starts from only $59.90 a month, and you can find out more information at astro.com.my. You're listening to the Goggler Podcast with me, Uma, and joining me on the show today, I am thrilled to be speaking to Moira Ross and David Tench, the executive producer and musical director of Hannah Waddingham's holiday special, Home for Christmas.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Emma.
Moira, David, this is an absolute pleasure. Before we get into it, can I just say, I can't tell you how much joy I feel that this thing exists.
Oh, that's nice.
It has made me so happy. I've been out all day and I got the screener and I was watching it in public, and there were many times when I started crying a little bit. It is beautiful. But tell me, so many times when we see something like this, it often feels like a shameless cash grab. But halfway through, when Hannah explains why she's doing it, it felt like this had real meaning behind it. And I was wondering if you could tell me how this came to be.
I mean, as you can tell, right? So it's set at the London Coliseum, which, as you will gather from when you watch it, that was basically her babysitter when she was a child. That whole theatre was looking after her because her mum was part of the English National Opera chorus. So when we were thinking, okay, it's been a Hannah's dream for a long time to have her own sort of Christmas show. And obviously, music is her first love. So thinking about where is the most appropriate venue, it was a no-brainer. It should be the Coliseum. And once we had the Coliseum, everything came together in terms of the venue, the memories, the guests, etc. And obviously it's the home of music. So that's really where it all sprung from. And I think, David, it sort of inspired us, didn't it, in terms of music choices, that the venue and the character of the venue.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you saw, there's such a breadth of variety of music in the show. There are moments where, there's one particular moment where the English National Opera chorus sing with Hannah and they back her, and that really highlights what Moira was just explaining, that was her home. And I think that was one of the tearjerker moments. Do you agree?
Yeah, it definitely was. And there were so many lovely personal stories that came out that, when those ladies and gentlemen of the chorus saw Hannah, it was really emotional because they could remember her from when she was a little girl, and she'd actually toured with them, which we didn't get to cover really as part of the special because there was so much going on. Yeah, it's quite a unique and authentic truth behind the whole reason for the venue and Hannah's history.
Very quickly, talk to me about music selection, because it's a tricky thing, right? You want the fan favorites, you want things that people can sing along to, but you also want to keep things fresh.
And Christmas music as well has it sticks in certain styles, doesn't it? So we've got quite a lot of traditional big band jazz swing, and that's why the band is that type of band. But it doesn't always stay there. And a lot of it is dictated by Hannah's choices and how she wants to come across, but also the special guest appearances. What will they sound good on? How? So there was a really nice creative process of working together with Hannah and those guest stars to find the best music and the best way to do the music to bring them together and make them sound the best that they can.
You're absolutely right. I think all of that felt incredibly seamless and natural, and it felt like she'd known these people their whole lives. So it was just her singing with friends, and I think that was my most favorite takeaway from the whole thing. Why 45 minutes? Because I wanted it to go on for longer. Talk to me about that, because what Coach Beard said was true. It's Apple TV. They don't care if you go long.
I think, and Jolie, you can jump in if you think, but I think we thought that's the sweet spot with Apple, that amount of time, and that gave us enough for the fun, the laughter, the chats, the reminiscences, and I think it was 8 songs, wasn't it, that we had? So we felt that was the sort of sweet spot, and it's always good to leave them wanting more, isn't it? So we can come back with our our follow-up special next year if this goes well.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I think I've got like 30 seconds left, but very quickly. And I promise to only air this after the special has come out. But the bit at the end, I'm assuming they weren't in the same country? Like they weren't in the same cab, or were they?
Well, I don't know
Because
what
if
you're
they
talking about there, Uma. We could not possibly reveal.
all I'm going to say is that it looked pretty damn seamless if it was. So well done and good job on that.
That's nice. It's so nice that you enjoyed it. We hope other people enjoy it as much as you have.
I've forgotten who Mariah Carey is already.
Hannah will be delighted.
Thank you so much, guys. This
Thanks.
has been an absolute pleasure. I could speak to you guys for hours, but congratulations. I can't wait for my wife to watch it. It's a Christmas tradition. We always look for these kinds of things every year to watch, and it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you.
Well, it's lovely to meet you. Thanks a lot.
That was Moira Ross and David Tench, the executive producer and musical director of Hannah Waddingham Home for Christmas. It's now streaming on Apple TV Plus. Get in the festive mood, watch it. We highly recommend it. Let us know what you think. You can reach out on all of our social media feeds, Goggler MY. You can also email us on podcast@goggler.my or send us a WhatsApp on the Goggler hotline 012-524-5208. If you drop us a line on any one of those platforms, we'll send you a link to join our brand new Discord server where you can chat with us in real time. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Goggler Podcast.